Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie's Hair. Today I have 4 brand new René of Paris styles to show you. I show them to you right out of the box. I film the intro after I actually do all the filming. So I pull it out of the box, you get to see exactly what you're getting right out of the box, and we'll compare it to the stock photos for you so you can see, does it match what you're looking at when you're looking at the stock photo. All right, stay tuned. We're going to do a full review of all of these wigs. Okay, so starting with the first wig, I'm just going to pull one out of the box, no particular order. And we have Margo in Cafe Misto. So all of these colors are new colors. We're going to get to see new styles as well as new colors. Very excited. So here we go. I'll open this up with you. Ooh, nice. So right off the bat, looking at the color, it has cool tones in it, like platinum blondes, and we'll look at this new color. So it's a cooler brunette, which is really nice. I know a lot of people ask for that, and for a while it was really difficult to get, but the brands seem to be making more colors that are cooler in brunettes. So they're listening. Okay, we'll start by looking at the cap as soon as I take the tags off here. Now all 4 of these wigs are heat-friendly wigs. And my experience with NYX in particular, which is René of Paris and heat-friendly, is that it holds up really well. And I'd love to hear your experience in the comments below. Okay, so here we go. This is Margo. And we're going to just look at the cap construction first. You can see here she has the extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab, that wide monofilament that they've started doing, which really gives you so much space to change your part in there. It's great without having to pay for a full monofilament. So really nice feature they have there. It's open wefted. It has the soft velvety ear tabs, the Velcro adjusters, and the extended velvety nape, and plenty of stretch. Now, let's look at where the adjusters are before I put it on, and I have to put on my wig grip, almost forgot. The adjusters are maybe in a tiny bit there. There's plenty of room to adjust closer together and a little bit to go out. So we'll see how it fits me. Get my wig grip on. Okay. All right off the bat, I could adjust this in more, definitely. As far as fit in the crown, I have a tiny bit of excess space, but not a lot. And I think this is going to fit larger heads because there's so much stretch in the cap. And then of course there's plenty of room to move the adjusters in. So let's just take a look at this right out of the box. This is beautiful. Look at these curls. Nice long style. And I'm just going to spin for you without doing anything to her at all. I like you to see her right out of the box so you know what you're getting, and you can compare this to the stock photo that we'll put up here so you can see how close it is and how much they've styled the stock photo. Okay, before we get to the description and all the measurements, let me just tell you my measurements. My circumference is 21 inches. Ear to ear, I'm 12 inches. Forehead to nape, I'm 13 inches. My face is 8 inches long. My forehead is 3 inches. My neck is 3 inches. And the width of my face, temple to temple, is 10 inches. I give you all of those measurements so you can compare them to your own measurements and have a better idea of how a wig is going to look and fit on you. If you don't know how to take those measurements, no worries. I will have a link in the description below to a video I did showing you how to take all of those correctly. All right, so let's start by seeing what they were going for with this style and how they described it. Okay, so Margo from our René of Paris high fashion collection is a long length synthetic wig. You can see how long it is. This ready-to-wear style redefines wavy long styles with a fresh, captivating look. The butterfly cut fringe and face framing layers enhance all face shapes. So this is the fringe here, and I assume the way that goes, they're considering it the butterfly look. I'm not really sure, but those are the fringe. It looks really nice, and you can see the layers around the face, really pretty. Creating soft movement and flattering dimension. Margo is designed with an extended lace front, and let me just make sure my lace front's in the right spot. I got this mirror from my grandmother. Hold it close to my heart. So here you go, lace front. And if you think some of the knotting is darker, I usually just use a powder there, and that will definitely just camouflage it. Extended nape tabs and a Velcro adjuster, which I showed you the extended nape and the Velcro adjusters when we were looking at the cap. The result is a natural looking, stylish style that offers elegance, versatility, and effortless wearability. And you could certainly style this so many ways. You could do half up, half down looks, which would be really pretty. You could definitely do updos. There's plenty of room here for a ponytail, or to pull it up in some way and have front pieces hanging down. That would be really pretty too. So much that you can do with this. Now let me just talk about the density. Well, certainly there's no permatease where the monofilament is. If there's any around here, there might be a tiny bit, but I'm not feeling any poofy permatease or anything like that. And density-wise, I would say that this is on the lighter side of medium. Now, when we talk about density, it's really a matter of preference. So when you see different reviewers talking about it, as you get to know the reviewer and what they deem to be a low density or a medium density, then you'll understand what they're talking about. Density refers to how much hair is on the wig. Now, sometimes it can feel more dense because there's permatease, but they're two different things. Permatease is permanent teasing, and it's where they actually have the fibers like they're teased, wiry, and it'll cover up any open wefting, and it's also used to create structure for certain styles. So they're two different things that often get confused. So I like to tell you about both. So in this case, if there is permatease, it's very minimal. And as far as density, I'm going to say it's on the lower side of medium. Okay, so let's talk about the measurements now. So her crown is 12 inches. Hopefully you can see all of this. The nape is 12 inches. The fringe is 6 inches. So if we pull the fringe, it's 6 inches. And like I said, my face is 8 inches. So that makes sense. And she weighs 4.9 ounces. So for all of this hair, I wouldn't consider that a heavy amount, and I wouldn't consider it really, really light. So I'm going to stick with my density being on the lower side of medium. Okay, so now let's look at this color. Cafe Misto. It's one of the new colors. It's a brunette, and the way they describe it is a 4, 6, 103 plus 4. Okay, so let's break that down. 4 and 6 are browns. The lower the number, the darker the brown. So 4 is a pretty dark brown. 2 is your darkest brown. 6 is moving a little bit lighter than the 4, more toward a medium brown. So hopefully you can see those. And 103 is a platinum blonde, and that's what brings the cool tones into this color. And so hopefully you can see that. It's so pretty and done so well. It's just, you know, the strands are in there. It's not chunky. It's just blended beautifully. And then the plus 4, again, to that darker brown, is your rooting here. So hopefully you can see that. And it just looks so natural. It's not stark compared to the rest of the color of the wig. Really nicely done. I like this. Okay, let's take a look at the ear tabs. I always like to look at that, and we can talk about how that is. Now, any gray you see coming forward, that's my hair, but you're getting decent coverage here. It's coming to the top of my ear. And then I also like to check behind the ear. I hope I can get this hair out of the way. And see that there's a space above my ear, which there's plenty of room there. That way it's not sitting on the top of my ear and rubbing, which can cause irritation. And my hair does not grow evenly on each side. You know, our sides are not the same. And if you watch the video with my sister, she was really funny when she was talking about that. The coverage here again, down to the top of the ear. And if you see anything that's gray, it's mine. And again, plenty of space above the ear there. Really nice. Okay, let me grab the glasses. Under the ear tabs, no problem. Over the ear tabs, no problem. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, this is how much I love you guys. I'm standing out here in the snow. It just snowed this morning, but I want you to see this color outside. It's not going to be a long video out here. I'll take you around the head. And I can't take you through the house because it's still construction. See you upstairs. Okay, now that we've gotten all the details out of the way, I'm just going to mist her a little. I want to see what she looks like when we comb through her a little bit to give you an idea. Always be gentle, especially with heat-friendly wigs, because the fibers are more fragile and you don't want to yank on one. What will happen is if you yank on it, it'll stretch and then it'll coil up. So I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? Careful, gentle, two good words, when I'm combing through my heat-friendly wigs. Really any wig. I like to take care of them so they'll last longer. Really, such a pretty style. All right, let's open the next one. Okay, the next one is Isla, in glazed auburn rooted. Let's see what she looks like. And then when I take this off, I'll put her on the mannequin so she can sit there for a little bit. Ooh, pretty color. Hopefully you can see that there. You can definitely see the auburn in it right away. Now all of these wigs are heat friendly, as I said before, so I'll keep repeating it just in case you've skipped forward and you didn't catch it some of the times I've said it. This looks like a nice bob. These fibers, by the way, feel so nice, so luxurious, so soft. They are doing such a great job with their wigs, really stepping up their styles, their fibers, everything. Look at that, so beautiful. All right, let's take a look at the cap. And I believe these all have the same cap construction as well, but I'll just show you. You have that extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab, the extra wide mono part, the open wefting, the velvety ear tabs, the extended nape, and the Velcro adjusters, which are adjusted in a little bit. And the stretch, again, plenty of stretch. I'm going to say if you have a larger head, so far you can definitely wear this one because this has so much stretch. And probably this one too, judging by the stretch. So let me just switch wigs here. And when you take off your wig, that's an important thing. I grab by the ear tabs. Don't grab by the lace because that is more fragile. You really want to take care of the more fragile pieces of your wig. And so I do all my adjusting by holding the ear tabs like this, and that's where I do most of my holding. All right, there you go. That's Margo. Okay, this is Isla or Ila. I'm not sure how they're pronouncing this. Okay, plenty of room in here. I could definitely adjust this in. And let me take my grandmother's mirror and just look at where I have the hairline. Just want to make sure it's in the right spot for you guys when I show it to you. I've been trying to decide what to do with my natural hair because I've been letting it grow so that I would have the sideburns to pull out whenever I want to. It's getting kind of longer. It's still very thin and I have thinning spots on the sides of my head. It's not pretty looking, but it's longer. The other day I took scissors to it and just made it a blunt cut because it was like straggly on the ends, but I'm still deciding what to do with it. All right. I forgot to show you how the wider part parted on Margo. So I'll do it on this wig. It's the same wide monofilament. All right, so if you look at the extended lace front here, hopefully you can see that. I'll tell you what I see. Looks like it's done really well. And again, if you're wearing a darker color and you feel like the knots are a little too dark for you, just use a little bit of powder. Now I haven't changed the part at all. Before I do that, let me spin for you and you can see it right out of the box. Really nice, just a nice classic bob and silky, smooth fibers. Feels really good. Okay, now let's take a look at the part. It's a little bit hard for me to do in the camera, but I'm going to just try to show you. I'm just feeling where the edge of the part is on each side so that I can go close to it and show you how much room you have. Hopefully you can see that there. You can go all the way over there. And if I feel on the other side here. So obviously you can do a center part as well. You really have a lot of parting space there to decide how you want to wear it. So pretty. Okay, let me just spritz her a little bit now that we've looked at her out of the box. I just like to wake up the fibers by doing that. And let's talk about her details. Okay, Isla from our René of Paris High Fashion Collection is a short to medium length synthetic wig, and she's heat friendly. This ready-to-wear style features a timeless, layered, color-length bob that offers a natural, polished look. I totally agree with that. And you can see the length of it on me. Again, it's going to differ based on your measurements. Isla is designed with an extended lace front and a wide monofilament part, along with velour ear tabs, extended nape tabs, and a Velcro adjuster for a secure and comfortable fit. The result is a classic, low-maintenance style that delivers natural movement and everyday elegance. And you could totally dress her up with some beautiful jewelry and an outfit, or wear her down casual. You could pull her back, you know, wear the front pieces down. I don't think I'd wear a ponytail. I think that would be too short for me, but totally up to you. I like to show you. Okay, measurements. Her crown is 11.5 inches. Her nape, 5 inches. The fringe, 7 inches. So a little bit shorter than my face there. And she weighs just 4.5 ounces. I don't feel any permatease, which you wouldn't expect in a sleek, straight style, and certainly not where the monofilament is. So I don't feel any permatease. And as far as density goes, I would say this is a low density wig. Really nice. Now it is 4.5 ounces, which isn't a particularly low weight. Not that you can really feel the difference between 1 ounce, which would lead me to believe that it does have more hair fibers, but it feels low density to me. So I'm going to go with low density. Okay, let's take a look at her ear tabs. Again, comes down to the top of my ears there. Nice coverage. And checking behind the ear. Hopefully I can get this up. Yes, plenty of space, not sitting on my ears at all. Very comfortable. Now let's talk about this color, glazed auburn rooted. It's a 27/33 with a rooting of 4. So we already know the rooting of 4 is what we saw in Margo. That's that darker brown rooting. 27 is normally considered a strawberry blonde. So that would be a lighter red in there, and then your 33 is a dark auburn. So those are your colors, and I think it's just such a pretty combination. This is definitely a warm toned color. Okay, let's take this color outside. So here you go, the glazed auburn rooted. Hopefully you can see the rooting there. Woo! And the auburn in it. Such a beautiful color. Look at that. I forgot to put on the glasses for you. Okay, so under the ear tabs, no problem. Over the ear tabs, no problem. And as far as fit on this one, I could definitely make her tighter. Again, I'm going to say she goes larger than average, and you can definitely adjust her smaller as well. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is Brann in Sandy Beige Blonde Rooted. Aha, another cooler. I think it's cooler. Overall, I would say it's cooler. It has some warm tones in there, so it might be on the cooler side of neutral, but here you go. Take a look at that, and we'll see how it looks on too. I like to kind of step back and get an overall impression of the tone. And then, of course, look at the individual colors in the color so that we can tell whether or not it's warm or cool. And I do have some videos coming up on color and tone and all of that, so stay tuned for that. That'll be fun. All right, so here we go. This is Brann. Looks like a nice little wavy style. Okay, adorable style already right out of the box. Looks like she has some bangs. So many ladies are asking for bangs. The manufacturers are listening to you. All right, here we go. You have the extended lace front, that wide mono part, your open wefting, your, they say velour ear tabs. I never know what to call it, so they're saying velour. I'm going with that. It's soft. Extended nape and your Velcro adjusters, which are again adjusted in just a little bit. And as far as stretch goes, plenty of stretch. Let's take Isla off. There she is, so pretty. All right, and we will put Brann on. Plenty of room again. There's, when I put it on, I feel all of the stretch, and I could definitely tighten it. Yeah, I would definitely tighten this. This is a little loose on me. So I'm going to say, you know, it's interesting. I've noticed the brand's sizing does change over time. And René of Paris to me seems like it has a lot of stretch and it can fit a wide range of sizes. So that's really nice. Okay, so right out of the box, how cute is this? Let me just look at my hairline here. I'm filming in a different place. Normally I have a mirror right near me. But, okay, looks like it's in the right spot. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. I love it. All right, gonna spin for you and show you the style. I love it. And I'll just give her a little spritz. Liven up the fibers here. Yeah, you could wear a full-on bang, or you could brush it off to the side because you do have that extended lace front done very well there. You can see that. So you could play with that. You could take cute little clips and put your sides up with some pieces hanging down, however you want to do that, or both sides up. Again, I don't think I would do a ponytail because it's short back there. But I love this right out of the box. I mean, just like this, throw on and go. All right, let's talk about the style. Brann from our René of Paris high fashion collection is a short length synthetic wig, again heat friendly. This ready to wear style features a soft, feathery, layered cut that effortlessly enhances any look. And it's just so great. I love this style. The versatile wispy fringe can be worn straight or styled to the sides. That's like we talked, you could have a full-on bang if you want. And actually, I don't think I would need to trim this for a full-on. I'm just looking in my mirror here. because it does kind of curve that way. Maybe a tiny bit if I wanted to. Or you can brush it off to the side, creating a light, natural movement with easy styling flexibility. Brann is designed with an extended lace front that we looked at and the wide monofilament. So again, you can part her anywhere. Let me feel. I'm hoping I'm showing it to you there. Hopefully you can see that you can part her anywhere. Really great. Such parting flexibility without having to have a full mono top. Okay, so Brann is designed with an extended lace front and a wide monofilament part, along with velour ear tabs, extended nape tabs, and a Velcro adjuster for a secure and comfortable fit. The result is a stylish, low-maintenance look that is both flattering and easy to wear. All right, now measurements. Her crown is 8 inches. Her nape, 3.5 inches. The fringe, 4.5 inches, and that's probably why I would have to trim it a little if I wore the full-on bang, even though it does kind of curve to the side because my forehead is only 3 inches. 4.5 inches would come into my eyes, okay? And she weighs just 2.9 ounces. I was going to say she feels like nothing on your head. It's so light. If there's any permatease in his heart, I don't know. If there is any, it would be around here. I don't feel much at all. So again, nothing up here. And as far as density goes, low density. Great, easy style. All right, let's look at her ear tabs. So again, comes down to the top of the ear. Anything in front that's gray is mine. And plenty of room on top of the ear, so she's not rubbing. I like to show both sides just so you can see my uneven natural hair growth. And plenty of room on top of the ear there. Let's try the glasses on. I have her all over the place here. All right, under the ear tabs, no problem. Over the ear tabs, no problem. Okay, and let's talk about her color. So this color is called Sandy Beige Blonde Rooted. So all 4 of these new colors are rooted colors. They don't seem to be stark rooting. They seem to be more gradual rooting. So the Sandy Beige Blonde Rooted is an 8, which is a medium brown, an 80, which I do not know exactly what an 80 is. Many of the wig color charts don't include 80. Some include 80 as a specific blend. So I'm not really sure if the 80 is a blend of things or one specific color. I'm going to check on that and I'll put it in the comments below what I find out. Or I'll even just call René of Paris and find out. 103, which is a platinum blonde, and so that's your cool blonde tone. And a number 8 rooting, so that is a medium brown rather than a darker brown, and that's why it looks more natural there. Such a cute style. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, so here you can see the color outside, Sandy Beige Blonde Rooted, and you can see that there is some brunette in there and some cool tones. I would say overall, if you step back, this is a cooler toned wig, but there are some warmer tones. So it could be the cooler side of neutral, but overall to me, cooler in tone. Okay, back inside. And before I take this off, I just wanted to note that if you saw the top 10 wigs of 2025, and if you haven't, I'm going to put a link in the description below so that you can go check that video out. Most of the styles in the top 10 were like this, a wavy, wispy look, mid-length, and I think it's because it looks so great on so many face shapes. All right, let's get to the last wig, and that wig is Loryn in Greige Rooted. There we go. Greige. That sounds like something a lot of people ask for also, which is a brunette and gray mixture. Let's see if it's more gray or more brunette. If I can get the box open. I would say more gray. I don't know. Here you go. Greige Rooted. Again, I would say this is on the cooler side, just overall looking at it. This is Loryn. Ooh, nice wavy style in the color greige rooted. And again, you have your extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab, that wide monofilament, the velour ear tabs, open wefting, extended nape, and Velcro adjusters. And they look adjusted in a tiny bit and plenty of stretch. It's great because I think these wigs are going to fit a lot of heads. All right, let's take Bran off. Hopefully you can see her in there. Okay, so let's try Loryn on. I like this spelling of Loryn with the Y. All right, so this one actually feels more snug than the other three. Very interesting. Let me check the hairline. Okay, looks like I have it in the right place. Yeah, I would say this one definitely feels more snug. Here's Loryn right out of the box. Let's take a look and see what she looks like. It is so windy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it out there. It's howling. What a cute style, nice and wavy, mid-length. As far as how she fits, definitely more snug than the others. I would not need to adjust this in. So I'm going to say this goes to a regular average, not larger. Very interesting. No permatease up here. I don't really feel any permatease in this wig, and she feels low density to me. So these are nice low density styles. Oh, so pretty. And look at this color. I really like this color. I think this is similar to my gray because I am a brunette going gray. Mine might be a little bit more like charcoaly in the brown, but I really like this. Let's talk about the style. Loryn from our René of Paris High Fashion collection is a short to medium length synthetic wig, heat friendly. This ready-to-wear style features a modern textured layered cut that can be arranged in many ways, offering effortless versatility and movement. And let me just give her a spritz here. Oh, so pretty. You guys have to let me know what you think of these, but I am loving these styles. You could definitely pull her back and clip her up. You could wear a headband. Let's see if she's long enough for a ponytail. It would be a little one, but you could do it. Personally, I would take her out and put her on, go out of the house. Okay, her crown is 10 inches. Her nape, 7 inches. The fringe, 7 inches. Makes sense. And she weighs just 3.7 ounces. So definitely low density. Don't feel any permatease. So pretty. All right, let's talk about this color, which is greige rooted. So greige is a 25, which is really in your blondes. Okay, so this is an interesting color combination because it's a 25 plus 8. So their 25 must be something different. Typically your 25 is in your blondes. It's like at the end of your blondes, which is usually a lighter, more golden blonde. To me, it doesn't seem real golden. And then the 8 is a medium brown rooting there, which you can see, and I would say that runs through the wig also. So I'm going to ask them about their 25 as well. You know, there are standard industry colors. They don't show up the same with every brand, but it gives you a general idea. Like an 8 is a medium brown, but not every medium brown is the same. So I'm going to check with them and see how they describe their 25 that they have in this greige. But it's a beautiful color. Let me show you the extended lace front first. Hopefully you can see that there. Let me check. Yep, looks like it's really well done. And again, the monofilament is wide, so you can part it anywhere. And because it's heat friendly, it also makes it easy to change the part because you can redirect the fibers with heat if need be. And let me just comb through her a little bit. So you can see what she looks like softened up. Really nice. And let's take a look at the ear tabs. Now, even if my hair were showing, which I don't think it is in this one, because it feels like it's come further forward, it's pretty much the same color as my hair, so it would be hidden. And then behind the ear, I have room, but it's less than the other wigs that were less snug. Very interesting, but there is room above, so it's not sitting right on the top of my ear there. All right, let's put on the glasses. Under the ear tab. Whoop. Interesting, yeah. Under the ear tab on this one, I feel it. Over the ear tab, perfectly fine. Having a little difficulty there with my glasses. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, here we go. This is the greige. Hopefully you can see all the colors in there. Really pretty color. If you're a brunette going gray, this could be a great color for you. Hear the wind? Okay, so there you go. 4 new René of Paris styles, all heat friendly, all with that wider monofilament. 3 of the 4 I would consider low density, 1 on the lower side of medium density. Beautiful styles. I'd love to hear what you think of them. Which was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.